Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, my last day off. I do not know why I decide to get up today and want to do everything that I should have been doing for the past 2 days. But I guess because I'm well rested and hey, who cares as long as it's getting done. I don't know why this goes from blurry to whatever. When I get some coins, I've been looking at some other cameras because I do all my recording on my phone. But anyway, I wanted to make this video. Someone reached out to me and told me about an experience. They were taken advantage by a scammer, most likely a narcissist. And they were being very hard on themselves. And that's pretty understandable because I was hard on myself when I came out of my situation. Even coming out of my marriage, you know, I'm like, I wasted so much time. I should have been out sooner, blah, blah, blah. Don't mind that. That's my little workhorse washing machine going in the background. And what I had to learn is these people are trained, okay? They are very skilled at scamming, lying, manipulation. So they spot us. When I say us, most likely she's an empath like myself. You know, you feel sorry for others and stuff like that. You put others before yourself. You know, you're a good person. They spot us a mile away. And what we are guilty of is believing them. Believing that they were honest. Trusting them, okay? And somebody else on the outside might say, well, how could you be so dumb? You might be questioning yourself, how could you be so dumb? What I had to learn, and I didn't learn this till in my 40s, was not everybody is like you. Not everybody shares the same values. Not everybody shares the same beliefs. Not everybody is honest. Not everybody has the same intentions. So you can't expect that from people. And what we can take away from these lessons is just to be more cautious. If something doesn't seem right, ask questions. And if they get offended or an attitude, then obviously they're hiding something. Because I can remember in the beginning with the narc, when I asked him 3 basic normal questions, nothing invasive, not when did you lose your virginity, or, you know, have you ever cheated on your taxes? I mean, these were basic normal questions that you would ask somebody you were trying to get to know. And he got up and left. He got up and left, and that should have been a sign. But again, you know what I mean? He didn't tell me that's why he was leaving, but all of a sudden he had something to do. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to ask questions. If something doesn't seem right, then most likely it's not right, okay? Just don't beat yourself up. Now, if you keep going from situation and you're not learning from them, then there are some things that you need to work on personally, because you have to ask yourself, you know, why does this keep happening to me? And that's one of the questions that I ask coming out of, you know, a marriage and then jumping into a relationship with the narc. When I came out of the relationship with the narc, I was like, why me? I was kind of angry. Like, why do I have to be a good person? Why can't I be ruthless, heartless like them? You know, I don't see this happening to, you know, then you start comparing yourself to other people. And that's one thing. Don't compare yourself to other people. Okay? But you do need to ask yourself. I think you should ask yourself, why did this happen? How did this happen? Because it might be some things that you can work on personally. For me, I know I didn't know my worth. And it's so cliche. You know, you see the memes, you see, you know, I follow a lot of inspirational people on social media, and everything is love yourself, know your worth, know your worth. But I really didn't know my worth. Because when you know your worth, you're just not going to settle for anything. You're not going to put up with something for an extended period of time. Trust me, I'm sure people with high self-esteem and people who know their worth get taken advantage of too. But the thing about it is, you might catch them one time and that's it. You okay, you got me. Oh, now I know who you are. I'm moving on because I deserve better. You understand what I'm saying? Than opposed to somebody that might have a low self-esteem that stays in these kind of situations for extended period of time. We have to know our worth. And even now, it's an ongoing struggle. I think when you have a low self-esteem, I don't think it happens overnight. I don't think self-love, if you don't have self-love, I don't think that's something that can happen overnight. I'm sorry. I think it's a process, and it comes with getting burned. Okay, you learn from getting burned, I think. And even to this day, even, you know, I'm in a happy marriage now. Sometimes I think like, wow, I don't deserve this. And then you have to catch yourself and say, why don't I deserve it? Who the hell is he? I'm not trying to take nothing away from Mr. Fuller, but you have to ask yourself, he's lucky to have me as well. We're lucky to have each other. You know, and it's hard now because everything is all about the outward appearance. Everything is always, and if you're on social media, if you don't watch TV, I mean, you see these perfect looking people. But there's so much more to a person than outer appearance. It really is. So you have to say, well, you know, don't feel like you don't deserve it. Like, why don't you deserve it? You're a good person. You know, and you have to big yourself up, because if you're looking for other people, forget about it. You have to pump yourself up. And if physical appearance makes you feel like, well, you know, he could get someone that looks better than me, or blah, blah, blah. What else do you have to offer? Because looks fade, looks change, and half of those asses and breasts were bought, okay? And if you save up your coins, you could buy them too. So, you know, and if it's about losing weight, you can go to the gym too, and you could lose weight. So, but what else do you have to bring to the table? Like for myself, I'm a hard worker. I have a good heart. I'm crafty. I could burn in the kitchen. I'm loyal. I'm loving. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to look at, big yourself up. And so you can say that somebody is lucky to have you. That you would make, or if you're single, that, you know, somebody's going to be lucky to have you one day. But we can't beat ourselves up when we're taken advantage of. Even in the situation with my son. You know what I mean? How come I didn't see this? Like, why didn't I, you know, put my foot down sooner? You can't beat yourself. All you can do is learn from where you went wrong. Reflect on where you went wrong and learn, and make small changes to change those behaviors. I know romantically, I just was too trusting, a people pleaser, not wanting to speak up for myself because didn't want to offend them. Mr. Fuller can tell you that I don't have no problem in that area now. But you know, put what I wanted, like if I wanted to watch a certain thing, you know, but he wanted to watch a certain thing, I would watch what he wanted and not watch what I want to watch. I mean, little things. I mean, when you're with the right person, they're not going to just take advantage of you and walk all over you because you allow them to. The right person will say, well, what would you like to do sometimes? You know what I mean? You'll just know it. You'll just know it. But we can't beat ourselves up. And my heart went out to her because I have been there. We all have been in situations or done things. And then we're saying, like, why did I do that? Or why did I put up with that? I mean, like I said, I'm harder on myself than anybody on YouTube, Facebook, and my family, friends could ever be. So I don't even know when to tell me. I tell myself. But again, the most important thing is that you learn from these things. Learn from these things and move forward. and make small changes at a time. That's all you can do, because these people are very skilled at what they do. They spot us before you even know who they are. They already know. You understand what I'm saying? They spot you a mile away. These users and scammers, and they will have their karma one day. It's not for us to pray for it or wait for it. Let God deal with them. They're going to get theirs. You can't just walk this earth abusing and using people and think that, that's okay and that's cool. Not going to happen. Unfortunately, these demons exist. These narcissists, these scammers, these manipulators, these users, they exist, and I don't think they're going anywhere. Moving forward, we just have to keep our eyes open and make smarter choices, smarter decisions. And again, turn this lesson into a blessing and move forward. Because everybody's out for self nowadays. You just don't know who's real, who's fake. Look at the people, the panhandlers, the people who stand on the corner. And what do? They have their children out there at times. I've seen at Walmart a mother holding a baby with the sign, "Please help me feed my child." And they probably, you've heard of them getting caught and they're getting into Mercedes-Benzes and everything else. These people know how to pull at our heartstrings and give you sob stories. And you just can't feel sorry for everybody. You have to think of yourself and put yourself first. You can't give somebody something that you don't have. So if as far as money, if you only have a certain amount, you have to worry about yourself, because these same people obviously can't help you because they're begging from you. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. And it's okay if you don't feel like doing something, it's okay not to do it. Of course, if we're talking about romantic relationships, sometimes you compromise, but it's okay to voice your opinion. It's okay to have a voice. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to have a thought. If somebody you're with, it's all about them, that's not who you should be with. So, we can't beat ourselves up, and we just have to move forward and look at our mistakes. Moving forward, even with my son, like I said, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it and still accept that this is my child, somebody who I raised. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how he could manipulate and use me. I don't know why I can't get that. I guess, I don't know. I don't know why I can't get that, but that's something I'm still dealing with. And I need to make necessary changes because our relationship has to change. And it is changed. So how to move forward and deal with him, because, it's just not easy to write him off. He does live downstairs from me, and he also does have a child that I would like to be part of his life, but it's just baby steps. That's all I can tell you. Nothing happens overnight. He did give some money towards his rent, and I hope he came to his senses and knows that this is serious and that he will be homeless if he does not make those payments. I'm not going to make those payments for him. I don't know. I really don't know. And even the mother. It's just the two of them. Because our relationship has been a certain way, and they were able to get things from me because of Chunk, it has to change, and they have to see the change. You know what I mean? And again, I really mean what I say. I'm not going to kiss anybody's ass to be a grandmother. I love my grandson. I would like to be in his life on a regular basis, on a daily basis if I could be. But again, I'm not going to jump through hoops and kiss her behind or kiss my son's behind to do that. I'm sorry. I have to put my foot down now. It has to change. And again, baby steps, small changes, okay? But I love you guys, and it's a shame. It's really a shame that you could be nice and have a good heart and somebody can take advantage of you, but it happens. And all you can do is turn the lesson into a blessing.